This has been fantastic. You got me fucked up. We're having a good time. Let me ask you. So we're definitely gonna get more fucked up after this. Let me ask you real quick, because this is the majority of our content. Kids watch guys like you, and they want your take on. You're a disciplined cat. You're in shape. You're successful. You got a good woman. You got a very hot woman. Just had your first kid. Things are good in your life. To give your perspective on dating and becoming high value enough to get women, or the reverse end of it, which it seems like you've been touching on, which is like, it seems like you are behind the idea that guys shouldn't even fuck with women until they reach a certain status or level of discipline.
I wouldn't
What do you think?
I wouldn't even say that though, bro.
Just
It's like you have to know you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to shit on those who aren't fortunate enough to have experiences with women, but like, if that's not something like normal to you, getting attention from women, talking to women and shit, you got to put that much fucking, and it shouldn't be do this because of that, right? Like, if you're not getting women, you have no choice other than just to focus on something. Yourself. You know what I'm saying? Focus on yourself, focus on your purpose, focus on whatever the fuck it is going to empower you, make you feel better than. But the dating world, bro. Like, I'm happy that I have a girlfriend. I'm happy that I got a girl, bro. Because the shit y'all going through sounds fucking miserable. Bro, the shit y'all go through sounds fucking miserable, dog. I'm thinking about having this routine, like this situation on my channel where I bring in like eligible bachelors who are fucking ready to settle down, or who want like a normal chick. Like, where does somebody go that's ready to fucking kick it with a girl that's worthy of them? And to find that,
what steps do you think you got to take to get to the position where you're ready to settle down, though?
But it's different for every fucking man, though, dogs. I don't think every man was as a fucking like a horn dog like me. Like, I had to get that shit out of my system to be the man that I am for my woman now. Like, if I didn't get it out of my system, that shit wouldn't fucking work. But every man ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Some man, all they need is fucking 1 or 2 girls their whole life, and they fucking solid. But to actually interact with these women, I think the majority of women today are fucked up. The majority, like 8 times out of 10, you're gonna run into a girl that has been impressioned or has been influenced by the feminist movement, this modern woman era. Like, they battling themselves. They a boss bitch, but they want a fucking alpha man. But there's no such thing as that. That dynamic doesn't fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the whole soft space that the men are in right now. Like, society is molding men to fucking be bitches, and they molding bitches to be men. You got to deal with all that shit, bro. Like, I don't know what the fucking solution is, bro, because every man is fucking different. But I think the one thing that men can benefit the most from is finding purpose and try to monetize that purpose. But trying to monetize purpose is very fucking difficult, because all purposes don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you need money to fucking
survive.
Yeah.
And I mean, and as fucked up as it sounds, you need money for bitches, right?
True.
You do. Like, the majority, if they don't, your role, like, I believe in gender roles. The man's role is to provide stability, or to represent that in their women's eyes. Like, my girl makes hella bank. She don't fucking need me for money at all, but she knows that my man got me, right? You know what I'm saying? And to be that manly role for a woman, I feel like that should be the fucking goal. It's just, being the best version of yourself, being the best man as you can. But we in this funky fucking situation where like it seems like it's a dying breed, or like men don't have the platforms to voice that shit. Andrew Tate,
yeah,
you know what I mean,
they'll silence you.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't have an answer, bro. It's just it's all fucked up.
You don't got the answer, Sway.
What do
What
you think about the fact that it's kind of generally accepted that everything in a faulty relationship is deemed the man's fault, and the fact that if you're to go to like couples therapy with your woman, you're generally gonna get told that her issue with you that's this big, that spiraled into a week-long argument, in order to communicate properly, you as the man have to entertain that. Like, I think that's what therapists say. Something to the effect of like, it was this big to her, but it was this big to you, but it was that big to her.
Bro, I can give you examples in that shit. Like, men and women are different. We know this. Logical. Women's emotional, even though bitches don't want to say that shit. I'm not emotional. I'm fucking logical. Nah, fam. Like, me and my woman, I have disagreements, and she's focused on how she felt about the situation. I'm focused on what the fuck the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did this, or something happened, and it made her feel this certain way. So I need to address how the fuck she feel about it. fuck, like that's just how she talks. And then she knows now with me, like I'm focused on what the fucking situation is. Before we got to the point where we knew like how we communicate, it was always this.
It's the default.
It's always this because we battling over two different things. Like I'm mad about what the fuck going on. I'm thinking she's feels differently about what the fuck I think it is, but she's just mad about how she feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that ties directly in what the fuck you saying, because what you did means this much to her, but only means this much to you because she's focused on how she felt about it. And women need to be in their feelings. Like,
yeah, you know what the most fucked up thing I've experienced in my dating life is? I'm a very considerate man. All this red pill shit aside, I'm a very considerate man. So when a chick is being emotional, I'm surveilling the situation. I'm looking at why she feels the way she feels, so to speak. I mean, I'm a little too drunk to articulate this the way I'd like to, but when a chick gets emotional, I can assess the situation to see where it's coming from. And a majority of the time, you did something that makes her feel insecure. But even being as considerate as I usually am, when I'm still met with unlimited defense, there's only so much.
It's hard to console her when she's providing heat and friction.
And it's different, and it's different, like woman by woman. Like it seems like white girls, you make them feel insecure, they cry,
carry it with sadness, and others carry it with
black
anger.
Girls and Puerto Rican girls, you make them feel insecure, and they actually express their insecurities with defenses and press you.
And anger.
And I realize that dating black girls, that people are always just be like, oh, black girls they're just wild and crazy, it's they express their insecurities in a more masculine way. So
which is not good for argument though, because it'll make me defensive. You're not gonna talk to me. Just you're pissed off. But my girl ain't black. She come with that type of heat. You know what I'm saying? So I got to the point where she pissed off, and I'll take this role in with any girl. Like, if they feeling some type of way, just fucking relax, give her a hug, kiss her, tell you love her. It's going to fucking calm the shit down, and y'all can talk about whatever the fuck it is to talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to fucking level the playing field as far as emotionally, at least.
Well, what if you know she's dead wrong, though?
But it doesn't. But there's no communication as long as y'all are, in level 10.
And when you're
fighting
heated,
and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then we're the logical ones, right? So,
but if she's dead wrong, you're gonna calm her down with giving her.
Well, it depends on what she's dead wrong about. You know what I'm saying? Like if she disrespecting me.
Here's the shit I can't tolerate. The shit I can't tolerate is this. I can't tolerate those little issues. That like one little thing you did that made her slightly pissed off, and to her it's this
the end
big.
Of the world. Yeah.
If I get hit with that more than 3 times, I leave because I can't actually entertain that. And if like a couples therapist would tell me that like, well, it's this big to you, but it's that big to her, so you actually need to entertain this small bullshit that's not worth an argument.
But she needs to be worth that for you though. That's what it is, dog. Yeah. If she's not worth for you going, first of all, a woman that you're gonna be with is not gonna do no shit like that, right? The one you take serious, you're not gonna deal with no shit like that with her getting pissed off about these little shits. But at the end of the day, like if you do find a girl that you're willing to fucking put this work in for, then it's gonna be worth it to you. So it's not gonna be a fucking thing.
Are you talking about the methods of keeping her defenses in check? Because that's what that is when they're coming at you. The heat, as you describe it, is her being defensive because she's insecure about something. Yeah. And that's where the defensiveness comes from. So I'm not saying it's excusable, but I've learned that much. Like the one black girl I was dating always pressed me, and I just noticed time after time, I'm like, because she's so hard, you wouldn't think she's an insecure girl. But then I realized I'm like, she acts hard when I do something that makes her insecure, and she can't express it like the white girl I'm dating who just cries and locks herself in a bathroom. But they're both outbursts of defense in dealing with insecurities.
Let me give you the play how to handle this. Ready? This is what you got to do. So when you're dealing with something where you're the logical standpoint and she's the emotional standpoint, emotion, like he was saying with the level 10, it ties into like the amount of friction that's going on. Your logic from this point or 10 minutes from now is going to stay the same. If you give the argument like some space, you're like, whatever, I'm going to go do something, give you some space. If you let it calm down, your point remains the same, but her emotion level kind of comes back down, and then she can hear what the fuck you're saying. If you both are arguing at level 10, she's not hearing a fucking single thing you're saying because her emotions are so fucking through the roof. When you give it a little bit of space.
I don't think she hears you at level 5, dude.
In
general.
No, because when they're like, they're like
their
that,
feelings
dude.
Validated.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, but if you let them just be like, yeah, well, I just don't understand why, and it's a little bit at a different level, I feel like you can get a little bit
validation, though. I don't know. I think that can lead you into some more trouble.
No, it depends on the girl, though, bro. Like, I'm not gonna give this amount of fucking attention addressing how somebody feels if she's not worth it. Why am I gonna go through all this shit with just some random bitch?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like she got to be someone of worth for me to be
value.
exhausting my energy and emotions and anger into to deal with how the fuck she feels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could just tell you this much. I kind of recently in life had the few kind of girlfriend experiences that I never had because I always did rotations and I always dated randomly and slept around randomly. But when you spend more than a handful of days waking up in the same bed with the girl that you go to bed with, like it's almost like you're living together. Now I see what most guys are going through, and I would rather jump in front of a fucking train than do it. You wake up, something happens that's that big, it becomes an argument for the rest of the evening. And when you're actually trying to be considerate towards the girl's feelings and trying to make it work, you're trying to bring her down from level 10 to level 0. And this goes on for hours. It's explosive. Then she calms down. You argue. And then once she finally drops the issue, you're so relieved that she's no longer mad, that you're laughing and holding hands. And then you're fucking making love. And you feel pathetic that you're so happy she finally calmed down. Then you fucked. Everything's good. You lay your head on the pillow and realize, oh my God, we're going to do this same
Tomorrow.
shit again tomorrow.
That's the wrong
I
bitch.
would rather
That is
kill
definitely
myself.
the wrong bitch.
But how many dudes are living out relationships like that?
Yeah, but they with the wrong bitch.
Some
and then
dudes are-
like,
yeah.
and then most men are not willing to just fucking let go of fucking regular access to a woman.
They cling, especially
You know
if it's
what I'm
like your
saying?
first.
If bitches are easy for you, that's all right. Cool, cut the cord with her. But most men don't live in that space. They got somebody that's fucking with them and shit. I'm gonna deal with her emotional roller coaster as long as I can, have access to this woman.